India, good evening. This is the Times Now. You're watching the special edition of the NewsHour. My name is Pranesh. Days after ED action against DMK Mantri Senthil Balaji, BJP Tamil Nadu Secretary SG Suryah was arrested by the Madurai Cybercrime Police in connection with a tweet he had posted. Now, the BJP Neta has been sent to 15-day judicial custody, but this crackdown, viewers, has sparked a political blame game. The BJP believes that this is nothing but a result of vendetta politics as practiced by Chief Minister Stalin. In fact, Annamalai, who is the state chief of the BJP of Tamil Nadu, has lashed out at the autocratic, his words not mine, behavior of the Chief Minister. Responses coming in.
So, in fact, I would write the same tweet today. Nothing offending, not even a single word. Our state secretary has pointed this out by calling out the indifferent attitude of a certain communist MP based out of Madurai. Then he challenged the Madurai MP who talks about social justice to talk about this particular case also. So what is wrong in it? What is offensive in it? For Surya, I am very sure this arrest is more like a badge of honor. And he will continue to be the way he is.
The Chief Minister is on record saying that he would take revenge. And that has happened. And believe me, this is about a Safai Karamchari who has entered into a septic tank at the request of a Communist Party leader. And he died. And by tweeting to that effect and highlighting that, he's arrested. This is a state which talks about democracy. Where is democracy in this state?
The arrest of SG Suryah is completely an act of dictatorship, autocratic mindset, and a very lame attempt by the Stalin government, which is not able to answer questions on corruption.
See, SG Suryah was arrested based on the complaint filed by CPM members. DMK has no role in it, neither there is any politics in it. BJP is the last party that can talk about morality. It's only the BJP time and again has violated the law, violated the constitution and harassed the opposition parties using union government institutions such as CBI, ED and IT. These three are now functioning as arms of the BJP party. But whereas in Tamil Nadu, we let the institution do its job and we do not interfere, no matter what.
There's no vendetta. This is not a vindictive action, is the response by the DMK. Let's quickly open this up. Vinoy Selvam, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, joining us. Mr. R. Rajagopalan, senior journalist. Kamruzzaman Chowdhury of the Congress Party. And Jagadeeswaran is the political analyst who completes the panel. Good evening, gentlemen. I want to start with you, Kamruzzaman Chowdhury. As the ally of the DMK, what do you make of this crackdown on Mr. Suryah? Is this death of democracy or is this democratic? What is this persecution procedure?
Well, one thing I can say, as you so socially read, there is nothing to be crying hoarse by the Bharatiya Janata Party regarding this arrest, because they have brought it in India upon themselves. Anybody giving a social media post, getting arrested, many of them are still behind bars. Journalists getting arrested for covering some violent incidents. This all started by the BJP. And more so, I do not condemn this arrest. Rather, I welcome this arrest, because such type of arrest will deter people from spreading falsehood.
Right. In other words, this crackdown will make democracy stronger. I get the sentiment that you're trying to share.
No, this is not a case of a sentiment getting stronger or anything else. This is a case of tit for tat.
Tit for tat. Now, Kamruzzaman Chowdhury, by this logic, can I ask you, would you say that Rahul Gandhi, brought it upon himself because he lied in a defamation case? The court gave him the punishment that he got, and then the Congress party hit the streets and said, look, democracy is dead in India?
Listen, you can't compare Rahul Gandhi's situation out here with the actions taken by the BJP against many members of the public who are still behind bars for all whimsical reasons. That you cannot go into it, because Rahul Gandhi has uttered a comment, the court is acting on it. That is a different issue altogether. But the way Rahul Gandhi was harassed by the Bharatiya Janata Party is also for the country to learn a lot from this. In a multi-party democracy, if you go against the opposition leaders, put them behind bars, act vindictively, that becomes exposed.
Okay.
Now, in this case,
and before Mr. Kamruzzaman Chowdhury, before I get in Vinoy Selvam, allow me to ask you this. How would you describe Senthil Balaji's arrest?
If the arrest is wrong, the courts will decide if the arrest is wrong or right. And better the Tamil Nadu police will defend the arrest in the court of law. So it's all matter into the court now. Now we cannot educate.
I am asking you about Senthil Balaji. How would you describe his arrest by the enforcement director?
If the arrest of Senthil Balaji, the minister is right, then the ED has to prove in the court.
Okay.
It's not that you can prolong the case indefinitely, because we have seen instances.
Okay, so the Congress
there are
is
hundreds of cases.
I understand. Your point taken. You're entitled to your views. Mr. Selvam, why is the BJP now crying foul over the arrest of Mr. Suryah? Because Mr. Kamruzzaman Chowdhury of the Congress is saying there's no problem.
To my co-panelists on the show, let me remind what's happening in Tamil Nadu. I'm pretty sure that he's very unaware of the situation in Tamil Nadu, of the turmoil the state is facing. We are having scenes which have never been present in the state of Tamil Nadu. The law and order is at its worst, and the recent arrest of Senthil Balaji has absolutely exposed the DMK and the corrupt politics behind the party. The double standards of our Chief Minister M.K. Stalin stands exposed with the arrest of Senthil Balaji, and how the entire mantris, all the mantris who are supposed to represent 7 crore people of Tamil Nadu are representing just one individual at this point. Beyond all this, to camouflage all the nonsense which has been happening in the state, the DMK has been time and about arresting innocent BJP workers. This is the 10th person in the last 1 year who has been picked up for a tweet or a YouTube video or a WhatsApp forward. Is the 10th person. In the last 1 month, I can name 3 persons. One Isaki from Thoothukudi, one Selva Kumar from Thoothukudi, one Saravanan Balasubramaniam from Coimbatore, and the list goes on. The list goes on. 10 people in the last 1 year just for tweets, where the law and order has deteriorated. There is ganja, there's heroin being sold everywhere, illicit liquor. 24 people have died due to illicit liquor in the last 1 month in Tamil Nadu. Actions are not prominent. What have you done? You could not, within 24 hours, you were able to make 2,000 arrests. So over the years, over the 2 years of your governance, when illicit liquor was being circulated, labeled, and it was being sold as a brand. Never in India has illicit liquor being sold as a brand, but in Tamil Nadu, illicit liquor was being sold as a brand, and you could not take action against them. You needed 24 people to die before you could arrest 2,000 people overnight. So that's the kind of law and order we're having in Tamil Nadu. Instead of going behind these people, you took a flight to go catch one John Ravi from Gujarat. You took a flight to go to Gujarat to arrest one John Ravi who's not even in BJP. He's a nationalist for tweeting against your government. So this is the kind of double standards the CM has been following, the DMK has been following. They are the most fascist rule in the country. Just like on the lines of TMC, how TMC is in West Bengal, we have DMK and Tamil Nadu on equal lines. The communists who have been who have lodged the complaint in the case of SG Suryah, they never opened their mouth about the Senthil Balaji arrest. Senthil Balaji's arrest was pertaining to collection of money for giving jobs as bus conductors and drivers. A field where the communists should actually have come out there and supported them.
We'll get into the details. I understand the point that you're making. You're calling the DMK fascist, and the Congress that is sharing power will have to share blame also. Mr. Rajagopalan, someone who's seen political leaders over the decades. Mr. Rajagopalan, good evening, sir. What's your view on this?
Good evening. CBI, withdrawing from Tamil Nadu, Governor R.N. Ravi and Chief Minister always having a quarrel, Suryah's arrest. These are all certain knee-jerk reactions by the Chief Minister after the arrest of Mr. Senthil Balaji. It's a political question. My understanding, Pranesh, is that law and order situation is worst in Tamil Nadu. The voters, those who have voted, including this NEET, what they said that NEET will be withdrawn on the very first day, I will sign that, like that, nothing has happened. So people are dejected. In Tamil Nadu, if, ADMK, BJP have established much ahead of the DMK because of such type of whimsical arrest. There are 250 arrests in the last 3 months. Apart from that, as we speak, Pranesh, a MP, MLA had a big quarrel in front of a minister in Ramnath district at 3 o'clock, and the district collector has given a complaint against the MP, DMK MP, who thrashed him. There is a big jagada. So this type of law and order situation, and 3 MPs have been arrested by the same government. 2 MLAs have been arrested by the same government. And my understanding is, having seen Mr. Karunanidhi in action, I understand that Mr. MK Stalin should also graduate to the level of Mr. Karunanidhi, because Mr. MK Stalin is being wrongly advised by certain individuals. The DMK party is in a crisis, facing an internal crisis. That is what I could describe, because they say, even the words of Mr. Durai Murugan, the General Secretary of DMK, he says BJP is growing in Tamil Nadu, which is a dangerous situation for Dravidian movement. Therefore, DMK is wanting to take cadges with the BJP, hence this type of arrest. And SG Suryah's arrest is certainly unwarranted.
And this is arrest over a tweet. Now, we have a lobby in our country that rushes to Jantar Mantar to protect free speech. That lobby, viewers, unfortunately today is either disconnected, maybe they have their WhatsApp offs, they're not watching television, not reading the newspapers, not even on social media, because there's something completely wrong. One person gets arrested for a tweet, and in the past, I have this dossier of what leaders from opposition parties have said when such crackdowns have taken place in other states. Mr. Jagadeeswaran, what is your view of this arrest of Mr. Suryah?
Yeah, see, I'm all for freedom of speech, but unfortunately, this tweet that you're just saying is a tweet, but you're not getting into the details into it. So I think it's better to get into the details so that people will know if it is freedom of speech or this guy SG Suryah was putting out a completely fake news. That's the issue here. It's not about freedom of speech. He's not posting some critiques on the government, or he's not doing criticism on any of the government schemes or something. He was putting out a tweet saying MP Venkatesan was responsible for death of the guy who went into the ditch and he got died. That didn't happen. This guy never didn't know if that happened or not. He was tagging as Venkatesan for an incident that never happened, like what he did. So this is completely fake news. This happened somewhere in Kadalur, and the councillor from community is not part of it. He is not responsible for it. This incident almost happened like 10 days back, and this guy, he died like a couple of days back. So this guy, SG Suryah, is trying to put out a completely fake news, putting out sending out messages to the media. And what do you think the Communist Party will do, or what do you think the state police would do for putting out a completely false news, completely fake news? Trying to spread fake news. All these people who Vinoy Selvam mentioned, they're all trying to put some fake news as if it's coming media. When you put fake news, you're obviously going to get arrested. And if it's something like critics, see, as I posted where somebody put a character from Adi Purush movie along with the CM of Maharashtra, and Thane police is asking, what is your number? That I would say it's not a freedom of speech, that is okay. But putting completely fake news, saying something that never happened, is not part of freedom of speech.
Okay, Mr. Selvam, respond to that. Fake news. This is a crackdown on fake news.
The communists did not open their mouth. Neither did Mr. Venkatesan open his mouth about this person who had lost his life because he was forced to enter the sewer and clean. Our Honorable Prime Minister has been insisting on the necessity for manual scavenging to be done with. But in Tamil Nadu, a state which speaks about social justice, which speaks about freedom movement, of so many things, what has happened is a shameful act. The only mistake Suryah did was, instead of mentioning Kadalur, he mentioned Madurai. But no one can dispute the content of it. The content of it was absolutely right. It was only the place of occurrence which was wrong. And what did you do? It was a witch hunt. You sent 20 policemen to his house at 11:30. You jump walls. You break into his house. You pick him up. This is not the kind of treatment he deserves. But the same DMK when Senthil Balaji, a man who was swindled crores of money, the whole country is watching. When he was picked up in the night, the entire ministers came out to the open. They were all voicing their concern. The only issue they had was the manner of arrest. They did not bother to speak about why he was arrested.
Can I come in?
No one could justify why he was arrested, but only the manner of arrest. Now, what did you do to Suryah? For a tweet, after 15 days, you jump walls and you pick him up because he worded the district wrong. Instead of Chowdhury, he mentioned as Madurai. That was a small mistake he did. And you want to pick him up for that. So the same thing. If you want to go by the fake news factory, every DMK Karyakarta in Tamil Nadu.
Sir, you are a reasonable man. You tell me. No, 1 minute, Mr. Jagadeeswaran. If tomorrow you tweet, Mr. Jagadeeswaran, if you happen to tweet on something and if you get the name of the person or the tweet wrong, should you be put in jail?
No, it's not about place of occurrence. No, we're getting it wrong. It is not about the place of occurrence. See, this incident which happened in Cuddalore, even that, I mean, they are accusing, SG Suryah is accusing the councillor from Communist Party is responsible for this. No, he is not responsible for that because this man who got into the sewer, this happened 10 days back. He was verified the next whole week.
Can you deny the incident? That's the larger question. Can you deny the incident?
See, this councillor, he went and made a complaint.
I think we've lost that line. Mr. Kamruzzaman Chowdhury wanted to come in. Yes, Mr. Chowdhury.
Yeah, Pranesh, we are speaking about a particular incident. Here we need to discuss today on a holistic situation.
No, I am all for discussing the larger issue, the principle.
So let us discuss that first. When Jignesh Mevani was picked up from Gujarat by Assam police for an innocent tweet, where was this BJP people? Now you want to lead by example, then walk by the example. When Jignesh Mevani, our MLA from Gujarat, was picked up by the Assam police, there were instances when the Assam police...
Mr. Kamruzzaman Chowdhury, I must salute you. Because, before... No, 1 minute, sir. Before I could mention this instance, you've spoken about Mevani's arrest, and Mr. Rajagopalan, I want to bring you in.
I have not finished yet.
Oh, make your point, sir. Okay. Make your point.
Now the point is that if somebody has been arrested for faking news, then the law will take its course. Now, what is happening in India is, in 15 states, BJP is out of power. They are putting up all types of intimidation against the opposition ruled state, like the appointment of Mr. Ravi as governor of Tamil Nadu.
That's a separate issue. I'll come to that. That's a separate issue. I'm not getting into the governor versus the government thing. That's a separate issue. We've had debates on that in the past, and I'm sure we'll continue to, have more debates because, the way things are going, there is no resolution or consensus on that front, but that's besides the point. Mr. Rajagopalan, this is what Congress leaders said when Mr. Mevani was arrested. Should make us hang heads in shame. This is the Congress slamming center of a Mevani's arrest. Now, allow me to read what Rahul Gandhi had said. Modi ji, you can try to crush dissent by abusing the state machinery, but you can never imprison the truth. This is Rahul Gandhi in 2022 after the arrest of independent MLA from Gujarat, Jignesh Mevani.
The same Rahul Gandhi went to Supreme Court to apologize. Is it a factual news or fake news, that Rafale? So therefore, even Rahul Gandhi has indulged in some sort of fake news because he said it in Parliament.
Don't worry.
He said it outside. I will worry because don't intervene, Dadaji.
No, Mr. Chowdhury, you are not answering the question, nor are you allowing Mr. Rajagopalan to make his point. I'm coming back to you, so prepare your answer, keep it ready.
So get prepared to open the Rafale files as well as the Adani files. Don't worry about that, Mr. Rajgopal. You can make your point, sir.
Have we finished, Dadaji? Can I take your permission to speak further? Are you moderator or Pranesh is moderator? Why Congress unnecessarily pokes his notes like that? Congress, has been routed in the West Bengal. Even one MLA has joined TMC and you talk about this Congress. Rahul Gandhi, shamelessly, he went
I respect your age, your seniority. Sir, we have recently won Karnataka, we have won Himachal Pradesh. So please don't make it personal. I know you very from since I was very young. Yeah, you are a learned man. You are very erudite. So please make your point. I took it by chance, your point, because once you make a reference to the Rafale files, I thought it is important to say.
No, but you wanted to talk about the larger principle here. 1 minute, Kamruzzaman Chowdhury, 1 minute.
No, let me finish it.
Okay, Mr. Rajagopalan, make your point.
Unnecessarily, the Congress is always poking its nose. Not only this, in debates, even in Parliament, they stall the Parliament. That is Congress because they cannot tolerate Narendra Modi sitting in front of Rahul Gandhi. That is a simple aspect as that. Second thing, why did Rahul Gandhi apologize to Supreme Court? Let Chowdhury speak about it. Simple as that. Was it not a fake news? And whatever he says about democracy, what is happening in Tamil Nadu? Mr. Rahul Gandhi goes to US and speaks about democracy in peril in India. So now what is happening in Tamil Nadu? Is it a democratic action?
Okay.
I understand. That is what simply the arrest of Mr. SG Suryah was unwarranted. Even you asked
unwanted and the champions of the so-called champions of free speech who are so ruffled otherwise are today missing in action.
Pranesh, the incident was happening in one part of Tamil Nadu, whether it is in geographically this area, that area, one man died in the sewerage. The government should shame of itself.
That's the trouble. It's not the death which is troubling. It's the the place of the name of the place where it happened. So Mr. Selvam, be careful if you were to tweet anything against the DMK Congress or its allies. Just be mindful of the spelling. Get the names right, because otherwise you are next. Who knows? You could be next. I don't know. Mr. Jagadeeswaran.
I would get the insurance right as well. Yeah, see, I would add to that, get the insurance right as well. I'm saying it again, I got disconnected. I'm saying it again. This guy who went into sewer, the communist councillor who SG Suryah thinks was responsible for it. No, he was not responsible for it. He went and made a complaint that there's a sewer block and somebody needs to clear it. And he was not responsible. He didn't force that guy who got to the sewer line. He didn't ask that guy to go to the... And this happened almost 10 days back. So this has nothing to do with communists, or this has nothing to do with the Federation MP as well. So it's not just the place of occurrence that is putting the fake news. It is the whole incident that is putting the fake news. SG Suryah being the General Secretary, he must be some responsibility he must show, but...
Right, Mr. Selvam, quick comment.
Fake news every time.
Sir, they are at a point where they are going to disown their own party member, Vishwanathan, who all these people went and campaigned for. Is the councillor of the 12th ward of the Pennadam is the name of the village he's from. And he is their councillor. He is a communist man. And it was on his insistence that this person was supposed to go inside the sewer. Now, these are points which need to be discussed. These are not points which the spokesperson or the political analyst on stage is going to come out and try to clear out or clarify. So these are things that there was no case booked against this person so far. He's been hiding. He is nowhere to be traced. So these are things which need to be looked at a very broader spectrum. But today, to divert the attention from Senthil Balaji, a lot of arrests. In fact, like you rightly said, we are anticipating more and more arrests of coming up days. But we have come from the bloodline of people who have faced several of these false cases and false narratives being
right. Is this procedure or is this persecution? The debate rages. Unfortunately, we've run out of time. Mr. Selvam, Mr. Rajagopalan, Kamruzzaman Chowdhury and Mr. Jagadeeswaran, thank you for joining us on debate number 1 on the NewsHour. We're taking a short break, viewers. When we return, we'll tell you what's happening in Bengal. The High Court had ordered for central forces for Panchayat polls, but the State Election Commission has moved Supreme Court opposing this move. That's our debate. Stay with us.